Damon, this tornado's turned into a violent stovepipe. It just hit a house or a barn. We've got debris flying everywhere.
Tornadoes are among nature's most terrifying phenomena, capable of leveling towns and rewriting meteorological history in mere minutes. Across history, a handful of these storms have stood out for their sheer scale, destruction, and impact on the communities they struck. In this story, we recount the tales of 5 devastating tornadoes, each leaving behind unforgettable scars. From their formation to their aftermath, we explore the dates, cities, and people forever changed by these natural disasters. The Joplin tornado remains one of the deadliest in U.S. history. This EF5 tornado tore through the heart of Joplin, Missouri on May 22, 2011, carving a path of destruction 6 miles long and nearly a mile wide. Forming from a massive supercell, the tornado intensified rapidly as it approached the city, leaving little time for residents to react. Its devastating winds, estimated at over 200 miles per hour, obliterated everything in its path, from residential homes to critical infrastructure. Entire neighborhoods were reduced to rubble, and vehicles were hurled through the air, landing blocks away from their original locations. With wind speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour, the storm obliterated homes, schools, and businesses, leaving behind an apocalyptic landscape. St. John's Regional Medical Center, a symbol of hope and health care for the community, was so severely damaged that its entire structure was deemed unsalvageable and had to be demolished. Neighborhoods were flattened, with many homes completely swept off their foundations, leaving nothing but bare concrete slabs. The tornado's ferocity claimed 161 lives, making it one of the deadliest tornadoes in modern U.S. history, while over 1,000 people were injured. The financial toll was staggering, with damages estimated at $2.8 billion, as Joplin faced the monumental task of rebuilding both its infrastructure and the spirit of its community. Survivors described the scenes of chaos. "It was like the world was ending," recalled Joplin resident Mark Harris. The National Weather Service later credited improved warning systems for saving even more lives.
Here, dozens of homes would be damaged or destroyed, and many vehicles would be thrown and tossed about. As it moved further into the city, the tornado would undergo rapid intensification and dramatic expansion.
As sirens sounded 20 minutes before the tornado struck. The city of Joplin has since undergone a remarkable recovery process, transforming itself with reinforced structures, improved safety measures, and a community-driven spirit of resilience. In the years following the disaster, billions of dollars in aid and donations poured in, allowing the city to rebuild homes, schools, and businesses with enhanced tornado-resistant designs. St. John's Regional Medical Center was replaced by a state-of-the-art facility, equipped with a reinforced storm shelter capable of withstanding extreme weather events. The city implemented a comprehensive storm shelter network. Today, while scars of the tragedy linger, Joplin stands as a symbol of recovery and determination. Its residents united by the memory of that fateful day and their shared commitment to a safer future. Just 2 years after the Joplin disaster, Moore, Oklahoma faced its own catastrophic EF5 tornado on May 20, 2013. The storm's winds peaked at a staggering 210 miles per hour, cutting a 17-mile-long and over 1-mile-wide path through the heart of the city. Entire neighborhoods were reduced to rubble, with some homes swept completely off their foundations. Businesses, schools, and public buildings were decimated, leaving the city in ruins. The tornado's sheer force not only caused massive physical destruction, but also left a deep emotional impact on its residents. One of the hardest hit areas was Plaza Towers Elementary School, where 7 children tragically lost their lives when the building collapsed. Entire neighborhoods and more were flattened, leaving over 300 injured and 24 dead. The storm caused over $2 billion in damages. Meteorologists issued warnings 16 minutes before the tornado touched down, likely saving hundreds of lives. Despite the loss, Morris residents embarked on an incredible journey of recovery and rebuilding. Community leaders prioritized the construction of new storm shelters, ensuring that schools, public buildings, and many private homes were equipped to provide safety during future tornadoes. Stricter building codes were enacted, mandating reinforced structures capable of withstanding severe weather. Volunteers from across the country joined local residents in cleanup and rebuilding efforts, clearing debris and reconstructing homes. Organizations like Habitat for Humanity played a critical role, helping families who had lost everything rebuild their lives. Counseling services and support groups were also established to help residents cope with the emotional toll of the disaster. Today, Moore stands out as a testament to resilience and preparation, with its community united by the shared determination to recover and fortify against future storms. The Moore tornado serves as a reminder of the devastating power of nature and the unwavering strength of the people it impacted. Part of the historic 2011 super outbreak, the Tuscaloosa tornado struck on April 27th, carving a devastating 25-mile-long path through Alabama. Classified as an EF4, its winds reached an astonishing 190 miles per hour, obliterating entire neighborhoods and leaving behind a trail of destruction that defied comprehension. The tornado struck heavily populated areas with devastating precision, leveling homes, schools, and businesses, and transforming vibrant communities into unrecognizable wastelands. Families were left homeless, livelihoods were destroyed, and the emotional toll on survivors was immeasurable. The tornado's impact extended far beyond the physical damage, marking one of the darkest days in Alabama's history. The tornado claimed the lives of 64 people and injured more than 1,500, making it one of the deadliest in Alabama's history. The University of Alabama sustained significant damage, with multiple buildings destroyed and the campus temporarily closed. Small businesses across the city were completely wiped out, forcing many owners to start over from scratch. In the hardest-hit areas, survivors were left sifting through rubble, searching for lost belongings and remnants of their lives. The recovery process for Tuscaloosa was long and challenging. Nationwide aid poured in, with organizations like the Red Cross and FEMA leading relief efforts. Local and state governments worked in tandem to clear debris and rebuild vital infrastructure. Volunteers from across the country traveled to Tuscaloosa to assist in recovery efforts, helping to reconstruct homes and providing emotional support to residents grappling with immense loss. In response to the disaster, Tuscaloosa implemented stronger building codes designed to withstand future storms. Early warning systems were enhanced, and storm shelter initiatives were expanded to ensure residents had safer options during severe weather events. The storm served as a wake-up call, emphasizing the critical need for preparation and resilience. Today, Tuscaloosa's recovery stands as a testament to the strength of its community and the collective effort to rebuild stronger and safer. Next, we have the El Reno tornado, which holds the record as the widest tornado ever recorded, spanning an astonishing 2.6 miles at its peak. On May 31, 2013, this EF3 tornado touched down near El Reno, Oklahoma, during a severe weather outbreak that gripped the region. Its immense size and erratic behavior made it particularly perilous, with wind speeds reaching over 296 miles per hour in certain areas, briefly reaching EF5 intensity. The tornado's unpredictable path caught even seasoned storm chasers off guard. Tragically, 8 lives were lost, including 3 renowned storm chasers, highlighting the risks associated with studying these powerful storms. The rural areas around El Reno bore the brunt of the destruction, with extensive damage to farmland, infrastructure, and livestock. Despite its classification as an EF3, the El Reno's tornado width and multi-vortex structure made it an unparalleled force of nature. Researchers have continued to analyze its data, hoping to glean insights into the behavior of such massive storms. Its legacy has reshaped tornado science, emphasizing the need for advanced prediction models and safer storm chasing protocols. Although classified as an EF3, its wind speeds were measured at over 296 miles per hour in certain areas, briefly reaching EF5 intensity. The tornado's sheer size and multi-vortex structure made it incredibly difficult to predict and track, creating a chaotic and perilous situation for anyone in its path. Its unpredictable nature caught even the most seasoned storm chasers off guard, leading to tragic outcomes. The tornado primarily impacted rural farmland, sparing heavily populated areas, but causing significant agricultural losses. Researchers continue to study its multi-vortex structure to improve understanding of such phenomena. The most recent tornado on this list struck Montgomery and Chambers counties in Texas on December 29, 2024. This EF3 tornado caused significant damage over a 30-mile path, with wind speeds exceeding 140 miles per hour. Homes were destroyed, vehicles flipped, and power lines downed, leaving thousands without electricity. Areas like Conroe and the Woodlands were particularly hard hit, with schools, community centers, and several businesses among the damaged structures. Roads were blocked by fallen trees and debris, complicating rescue efforts and leaving many residents stranded. While no fatalities were reported, 21 individuals sustained injuries, some of them severe, requiring immediate medical attention. The storm displaced dozens of families, forcing them into temporary shelters set up by local relief organizations. Despite the widespread devastation, the community quickly rallied, with volunteers assisting in cleanup efforts and local businesses donating supplies to aid recovery. Emergency responders swiftly mobilized to assist affected communities, demonstrating the importance of preparedness and coordination. Local volunteers and organizations played a crucial role in recovery efforts, showcasing the resilience of Texans in the face of disaster. Finally, we have the Tri-State Tornado, which struck on March 18, 1925. It remains the deadliest single tornado in U.S. history. This massive EF5 tornado traveled across 3 states, Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, leaving a trail of destruction 219 miles long. With wind speeds estimated to be over 300 miles per hour, the tornado's path was unlike anything previously recorded, making it one of the most extraordinary and catastrophic storms in history. The tornado's relentless winds flattened entire towns, including Murfreesboro, Illinois, where many buildings were reduced to rubble. It caused unimaginable devastation, with entire neighborhoods wiped off the map. The destruction was so extensive that entire towns had to be rebuilt from the ground up. Over 695 people lost their lives, and more than 2,000 were injured. Despite the lack of modern warning systems, survivors recall the tornado's horrific force. Many had no time to take cover as it approached. The impact on the affected communities was devastating, not only because of the physical destruction, but also the emotional toll on residents who had lost loved ones, homes, and businesses. In the aftermath, survivors and local leaders worked tirelessly to rebuild, and the event highlighted the importance of improving storm warning systems. Today, the Tri-State Tornado stands as a reminder of the power of nature and the resilience of the communities that endured its wrath. From Joplin to Montgomery County, these tornadoes serve as sobering reminders of nature's power and unpredictability. Each storm brought immense devastation, but also revealed the resilience and strength of the affected communities. By studying these events, meteorologists and emergency planners continue to improve warning systems and response strategies, helping to save lives in the face of future disasters. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the incredible story of some of the mega tornadoes the world has seen.